Someone is influencing your decisions right now. Not tomorrow, not when you're tired or weak. Right now. Today. In conversations you thought were normal. There are 7 psychological tactics being used on you so skillfully that your brain doesn't even register them as influence. And the most dangerous part? You've been taught that influence only happens to weak-minded people. That's exactly what they want you to believe. Intelligence doesn't protect you from dark psychology. In some cases, it makes you more vulnerable. Think about the last time you agreed to something you didn't want to do, or bought something you didn't plan to buy, or left a conversation feeling vaguely worse about yourself without being able to say exactly why. That wasn't an accident. Dark psychology doesn't announce itself. It doesn't arrive in a trench coat looking suspicious. It arrives in a compliment, in a casual question, in the way someone frames a choice. And by the time your brain realizes something happened, the decision has already been made. The people using these tactics aren't always villains. Some are marketers. Some are managers. Some are people you love. And none of them are going to stop using what works. Which means the only protection you have is knowing what you're dealing with. Tactic 1. Anchoring. The first number you see controls every number you think after it. A product marked down from $500 to $250 doesn't feel like $250. It feels like a $250 saving. Those are not the same thing. The first number was planted specifically to make the second one irresistible. Awareness defense. Before any price decision, ask yourself, what would I pay for this if I had seen no other number first? Tactic 2. Manufactured social proof. Your brain is wired to look at what other people are doing when you're uncertain. This is ancient survival instinct. If everyone ran, there was probably a reason to run. Today, that instinct gets weaponized. 4 million people bought this. 9 out of 10 dentists recommend. Trending now. You never verify the number. Your brain doesn't need to. The social signal alone is enough. Awareness defense. When social proof appears, ask, who counted this and why are they telling me? Tactic 3. False scarcity. Only 3 left in stock. Offer ends in 10 minutes. Limited time only. Your brain treats scarcity as a threat. The possibility of missing out triggers the same stress response as actual danger. Here's what the research shows. In 87% of cases where a countdown timer appeared online, the offer was available again within 24 hours. The urgency wasn't real. The panic it created in you was. Awareness defense. Add 24 hours before any urgency-driven decision. What's still true tomorrow is probably worth it. What isn't, wasn't. Tactic 4. The foot in the door technique. Someone asks for something small first. You agree. It's small. It's reasonable. Of course you say yes. Then a larger request arrives. And here's the dark psychology. You're now statistically far more likely to say yes to the bigger ask. Because your brain has already categorized you as someone who says yes to this person. Changing that self-image is psychologically uncomfortable. Awareness defense. Evaluate every request independently. The fact that you said yes before is not a reason to say yes now. Tactic 5. Micro-gaslighting. This one is subtle enough that most people never name it. You're overthinking this. That's not what I said. You're too sensitive. I was just joking. None of these phrases alone seem like abuse, but deployed consistently, they systematically erode your trust in your own perception. The goal isn't to make you angry, it's to make you doubt yourself just enough to depend on their version of reality. Awareness defense? Keep a written record. Reality that is documented is reality that cannot be rewritten. Tactic 6. Weaponized reciprocity. Someone gives you something you didn't ask for. A free sample, an unexpected compliment, a favor nobody asked them to do. Your brain immediately calculates a social debt, and it feels deeply uncomfortable to leave that debt unpaid. This is why free samples work. This is why the person who bought you coffee is statistically more likely to get a yes from you than someone who didn't. Awareness defense. Receiving something does not create an obligation. A gift you didn't request is not a contract you signed. Tactic 7, and this is the most powerful one. Identity-based persuasion. It doesn't target what you want, it targets who you are. A person like you would appreciate this. Given how much you care about your family, someone with your values wouldn't want to miss this. When someone frames a request around your identity, refusing it feels like a betrayal of yourself, not just a preference. Marketers, politicians, and cult leaders have all used this, not because people are stupid, because it works on everyone. Awareness defense. When a request involves your identity, separate the ask from who you are. Your actions are choices. They are not definitions. 3 things worth carrying with you. Insight 1. Dark psychology works best on the people who are most certain they're immune to it. Confidence in your resistance is not the same as actual resistance. Awareness is. Insight 2. You cannot opt out of being targeted. You can only choose how aware you are when it happens. The tactics don't stop because you want them to. They stop working when you see them. Insight 3. The most ethical response to understanding dark psychology is not paranoia. It's discernment. You don't need to see everyone as a manipulator. You need to see manipulation when it appears. And that's a skill, not a personality. One thing before you go. Pick one tactic from today, just one, and watch for it in the next 24 hours. Not to be suspicious of people, just to notice. Because awareness is the beginning of every kind of freedom. If this gave you something you didn't have before, subscribe to Mind Frontier. Every week, we go somewhere most psychology channels won't. And next time, we're covering something even more uncomfortable. The psychology of why people stay in situations they know are bad for them. Relationships, jobs, patterns, even when the exit door is right in front of them. The answer has nothing to do with weakness, and everything to do with how your brain calculates safety. I'll see you there.